Why the Premier refer always mistake in the Liverpool game?
It's a very good question. It's a very good question.
大家好吗？我是安迪。就分位的态度、裁判后腰，还有英格兰对利物浦的态度等方面，采访到了英国利物浦电台的
Ben。So I'm a senior producer for Euronews. A lot of our content goes out in Europe, but I'm a massive Liverpool fan as well. Whenever I'm in the UK, I go to games, and I used to work for the Redmen TV, which is a huge Liverpool fan channel.
What do you think about Fenway and Henry?
Oh, okay, yes, I see. I think they've been very good owners for Liverpool. Look, I think they brought us out of a real mess when they took over. And if you look at what they have managed to do over the course of their tenure, I think it's very impressive. They have absolutely made mistakes, but I feel like they have always learned from them. And look, Liverpool do not, even though they are obviously very impressive businessmen, they are astute businessmen. And they do not have the money of Manchester City and Newcastle do, and even Manchester United with the Glazers. But they have always spent that money very well. If you think about Jurgen Klopp's time at Liverpool, very, very few players have been unsuccessful because they have spent the money correctly. They have not, look at Man United, Lukaku, Pogba, Bruno Fernandes is an exception. Anthony, Mason Mount, they throw all this money at players and none of them work. Yeah. Liverpool, Mane, Salah, Firmino, Van Dijk, Alisson, Robertson for £8 million, Gini Wijnaldum for £20 million. The list goes on. They have always spent the money very, very wisely, and I think that is credit to them and to the manager as well. I think in the long term, be careful what you wish for. If you're a manager, if you're a player who wants FSG out, ask yourself who you want in and who is actually going to do a better job.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. So, do you think the Endo is the answer of the number 6 in this season?
In this season, absolutely. I think he's more than proven that. It took him a little while to get to grips with Jurgen Klopp's system, I think, and also the level of the Premier League. You know, he was coming from the bottom half of the Bundesliga, a Stuttgart team that isn't as good as Liverpool, with all due respect to Stuttgart. So it took him a little while to find his feet in the Premier League. But ever since kind of November, December time, he's been brilliant and he's been the number one choice there. Long term, given his age, I'm not sure that he is the right answer, especially when you compare to other number 6s in the league. He's not as good as Rodri, he's not as good as Declan Rice, but right now, for what Liverpool need, he's doing a great job.
How do you think this season Liverpool will win the Champion Premier League?
I think they've got a really good chance, you know. Look, it's early days still in the season. We can't get too carried away. But I think Liverpool, the way they are grinding out results at the moment, that is what champions do. You know, some of the big results this season, I'm thinking away at Newcastle, the Fulham game at home, recently beat Newcastle again at home. You know, these games, in other seasons, I think Liverpool could have dropped points in those games, and yet they're winning. So I think, look, Manchester City are going to come strong in this second half of the season. Kevin De Bruyne came back for them last night away at Newcastle, scored one and set one up, and, you know, he's been missing for a long time for them. So he might be a difference maker, as he has been for years for Manchester City. But fingers crossed, Liverpool can maintain this form. They only have to worry about themselves. They've got the big teams all to come to Anfield, which will be key, like Manchester City. And yeah, hopefully we're in with a chance at the end of the season.
Why the Premier refer always mistake in the Liverpool game?
It's a very good question. It's a very good question. I don't have the answer to that, unfortunately. I think with Liverpool, if I had to give you a serious answer, I think with Liverpool, the referees know how much the crowd is a factor in Liverpool games. And I think they try not to be influenced by the Liverpool crowd. And in doing that, they go too much the other way. So if, for example, during COVID, when all the games were behind closed doors and there was no crowd, Liverpool were getting more decisions because the referee isn't trying to be influenced by what is going on around him. If he doesn't give a penalty at Anfield, he feels like he's getting abuse, right? So sometimes he thinks, if I give this penalty, am I going to be criticised because it's at Anfield and because all the fans are telling me to give the penalty? And therefore he doesn't. And sometimes he misses things. And I think that's the problem. I think VAR needs to be kept. VAR needs to be kept, but it needs to be implemented a lot better to ease the frustrations of fans.
Okay. It's about history.
Yeah.
Because some Chinese people think Liverpool people is hit English people is hit the Liverpool people. Is that
that is a very long and complicated subject. There is a little bit of tension there, yes, mainly around the Hillsborough disaster and the reporting of that in 1989, and that hasn't really been smoothed out, and nor should it be from a Liverpool perspective. You know, what happened all those years ago was a disgrace, and nobody ever really truly apologised. The Sun newspaper to this day has never apologised, and Liverpool will never ever forgive or forget. And I think that has led to a little bit, a disconnect, I would say, from Liverpool to the rest of the country. Scousers are the most warm and friendly people that I know. And they would be quite happy as well to live by themselves in their own little island, run themselves, be self-governed, and not have anything to do with the rest of the UK. Unfortunately, that's not how life works. But they are incredibly brilliant people. And the rest of England, I think, in some respects, should take a leaf out of their book and learn from them.
Okay. Thank you, Ben. Thank you.
No problem at all. No problem. Pleasure.
Thank you.